Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Keeping Score podcast presented by Corwin Motors. I am your host, Josh Amick. This week, we have a game-winning buzzer beater that is my game of the week. The Glacier girls won the Missoula City Meet and plenty of basketball highlights and wrestling to cover. So without further ado, let's get into this week's highlights. At the Missoula City Meet on Saturday, Olivia Gibbons and Madeleine McGaughy picked up a pair of individual wins to lead the Glacier girls to a team victory. Coach Karen Buda said that both Olivia and Madeleine are critical to the team's success. The Wolfpack finished with 384.5 points ahead of Missoula Centennial score of 285. Gibbons won the title in 100 and 200-meter freestyle, while McGaughy cruised to first place in the 100-meter butterfly and 100-meter breaststroke. The Glacier boys finished fifth as a team, with Ed McNeil taking second in the 200-meter and third in the 100-meter backstroke. Flathead boys finished the meet at ninth place. Moving on to wrestling, Flathead wrestler Aiden Downing earned MHSA Athlete of the Week honors. Downing finished a perfect 9-0 at the Mining City Duels in Butte and is currently ranked number 1 in the state at 144 pounds. He was also named our poster player of the week for the Daily Interlake, and the senior is now committed to wrestle at Concordia College in Minnesota. So congratulations to Aiden. For the team aspect of wrestling, Flathead Wrestling brought home a pair of second-place finishes at the CMR Holiday Classic on Saturday. Hunter Arriaga picked up the lone victory for Flathead at 132 pounds with a 7-2 decision over Billings Skyview's Chris Grossman. On the girls' side of wrestling, the Bravettes finished with 284.5 points behind Billings Senior at 276.5. Bravettes coach Amber Downing said both freshman Kira McMahon placing 4th and sophomore Josie Oswelski placing 7th have shown huge growth in just 2 weeks and are gaining ground on the competition with each match. Bella Downing at 115 and Julia Kay at 130 picked up wins again for Flathead, and Downing winning her second straight consecutive title at the Holiday Classic. So quite a week for both of the Downings. For Glacier, Aiden Sweat nabbed a victory at 110 pounds with a 14-0 major decision over Poe Hatton, and Glacier's girls team finished 41st in the team standings. Moving on to hoops, we have to start with my game of the week, which was once again Flathead basketball, but this time it was on the boys' side. Lyric Ersland capped off a career-high 30-point performance with a buzzer-beating three-pointer to give Flathead a 57-56 victory over Bozeman on Friday. Lyric hit 6 threes on the night, but none more important than that last one. And this followed up another performance after having a great week the week before. The Braves lost their Saturday matchup with Gallatin 64-51, but had a strong performance from Brody Zahn, who finished the game with team-high 18 points. Flathead already has 2 wins on the season after not winning a single game last year. The Bravettes had a tough week as they lost to Bozeman 43-20 Friday and lost again to Gallatin 61-15 on Saturday. The Glacier Wolfpack stormed back in the second half but lost a close game to the Gallatin Raptors 60-54 on Friday night. The Wolfpack outscored the Raptors 24-15 in the fourth quarter, with Luke Nikkunen getting hot from beyond the arc, draining 3 three-pointers and putting up 13 in the quarter. He finished with a game high of 16 points. We were not given the results for Saturday's Wolfpack matchup against Bozeman. For the Wolfpack girls, they had a rough showing Friday night, losing 73-40 to Gallatin, but they bounced back on Saturday with a win over Bozeman. Let's take a listen to what Coach Amanda Cram had to say about the girls' performance.
Gallatin was impressive last night. I thought there were things that we could have done differently. And when we met together this morning, we just decided that we had to fire up. That it was 32 minutes, tip off to buzzer, and most importantly, that our defense was what shines. And I think the girls responded really well. Of course, offensively, we did some good things, but when you focus on defense and you focus on boxing out so you have an opportunity to get a rebound, good things are going to happen in this game.
Yeah, speaking of boxing out, I know that Bozeman had a size advantage on you guys, and with you missing Allie. How important was it to have a team effort tonight in rebounding the ball with them having the size advantage?
Arguably the most important part of the game.
The Wolfpack 56-39 victory was a team effort, but it all started with their guards. Reese Ramey and Cassidy Daniels each scored 15 points and seemed to be unfazed by Bozeman's pressure. The Wolfpack took the lead after the first quarter, and they never looked back, to pick up their second win of the season. At Columbia Falls, Grady Hutton scored 27 points, including 4 3-pointers as Columbia Falls defeated Hardin 84-43 Friday night in boys basketball. On Saturday, they picked up another win, 56-51 over Miles City, with Cooper Ross leading the way with 15 points. The girls lost to Hardin 57-15 on Friday and 68-45 to Miles City on Saturday. We were not given the stats for these games. At Big Fork, the boys lost to Lewistown 38-34 Saturday night, and we were not given the results for Friday's matchup. The girls lost to Miles City 55-49 on Friday, with the Gunlock sisters each scoring 10 points. They bounced back with the win over Lewistown 53-50, with Peyton Gunlock scoring 17 and Sister Braden adding on another 15 for the win. The Whitefish boys lost to East Helena 71-47 on Friday, and we were not given the results for Saturday's matchup against Glendive. The girls lost to East Helena 55-37 on Friday and lost to Glendive 47-24 on Saturday. That is going to wrap up this week's episode of the Keeping Score podcast presented by Corwin Motors. I'm sorry for any of the teams I did not get a chance to highlight. Sometimes the results come in later in the week, and I'll be sure to double back on those highlights when I get them and anything else that I missed. Also, as a reminder, the schools are going on Christmas break and will not have any events for the next couple of weeks, so the Keeping Score podcast will return once high school sports start back up. Thank you all for joining us here at Keeping Score. We wish you all a happy holiday, and we'll see you all again in 2025. Until then, take care. Thanks to Corwin Motors for sponsoring the Keeping Score podcast. At Corwin Motors, they're proud to be family-driven for over 100 years. Their commitment goes beyond selling cars. They're dedicated to serving our community and providing you with the highest quality vehicles to fit your lifestyle. Whether you're searching for reliability, style, or comfort, they got you covered. They understand that you rely on their website for accurate and up-to-date information, and it's their promise to deliver relevant, detailed content that meets your needs. So if you're in the market for a new Chevrolet or just want to learn more, visit CorwinMotorsKalispell.com.